A relatively recent phrase has entered the world of climate change. The expression, carbon bombs, has been attributed to around 200 fossil fuel extraction sites which have been deemed so massive that they will increase global temperatures above the 1.5 degrees target set by the Paris Agreement back in 2015. To further explain, these bombs are significant oil and gas projects that are currently in various phases of planning and execution around the world and will emit at least 1 billion tons of carbon dioxide over their lifespan, which is a massive quantity. 1 billion tons is around 3 times the United Kingdom's annual emissions. There are 195 of them, some of which will emit far more than 1 billion tons of carbon dioxide. The reason there are so many is due to the extreme profits which are currently derived from the fossil fuel industry. The oil and gas industry is highly volatile but extremely profitable, especially when prices are high, as they are right now due to the Ukraine conflict. ExxonMobil, Shell, BP, and Chevron have made about $2 trillion in profits over the last 3 decades, with BP CEO describing the corporation as a cash machine due to recent price increases. Despite the world's climate scientists declaring in February that further delay in lowering fossil fuel use would mean missing our last chance to assure a livable and sustainable future for all, the oil firms appear to be irresistible to the temptation of massive dividends in the years ahead. New projects include drilling wells rising up in the Canadian wilderness as part of the Montney Play oil and gas development, as well as the massive North Field gas fields in Qatar, which have been dubbed the world's biggest new oil and gas carbon bomb. A study led by Kjell Kuhn of the University of Leeds in the United Kingdom and published in the journal Energy Policy found that just months after many world leaders positioned themselves as climate leaders during the COP26 conference in Glasgow, they were already approving massive global expansion of oil and gas production that scientists warn will push civilization to the brink. Some have criticized the action as rank hypocrisy, and it is easy to understand why. At present, the majority of carbon bombs are present in North America, the Middle East, and Russia, and it doesn't look like the extraction of fuels from these sources is going to slow down anytime soon. While there have been protests and initiatives like Just Stop Oil and Leave It in the Ground, the global demand and greed from major corporations is currently endangering our entire civilization. If you found this video interesting, consider subscribing and watching some of the other videos on this channel.